this is why I'm not gonna go watch The Odyssey at the cinema. First, money. I don't have extra money to spare. I mean, I do, but I'll rather spend that money on beer or some good food at an Asian restaurant. Second, even if I have money to spare, I probably won't go watch an American movie at the cinema. This has been my policy for quite a long time now. Why? Because I'm from one of the poorest countries in the world, and I think I should spend as little as possible buying stuff made in rich countries, when I could be spending that money to support businesses and artists from my own country. And I did that when I lived in Myanmar. I regularly went to the cinema to watch Burmese movies and bought Burmese books. But most importantly, what Christopher Nolan is doing reminds me of what real estate investors said after COVID. After the COVID pandemic stabilized, there was a call for people to return to the office instead of just working from home. One theory was that managers and executives wanted the staff to return to the office not for productivity reasons, but because that will make it easier for them to project their power onto the staff. Another theory was that real estate investors and corporations who own the office workspace wanted the rental market to remain stable. If people keep working from home, that will lead to a lower demand for office workspace, which means lower profits for the real estate investors. And I think there's a similar dynamics in the movie industry. When it comes to movie distribution, there are two sides that are competing with each other. On one side, there's the traditional movie theaters, and on the other side, there's streaming services like Netflix. They both dislike each other because if the audience prefers one of them, then the other side is gonna lose money. I am oversimplifying this, and there are nuances to the situation, but you get the point. And it's not just streaming services. Movie theaters even see YouTube as a competitor. Just because you're watching this video now, it means you're not spending your time or money at the movie theater, which means the theater is making less money because you're watching this YouTube. Essentially, it's a fight between traditional media distribution that's based on physical venues and new media distribution that relies more on digital devices and the internet. And just like real estate investors promoted returning to the office citing productivity reasons, movie theaters are doing the same. And I think that's why some filmmakers encourage people to go watch the movie at the cinema. Now, maybe some things are definitely better when you watch a movie at the cinema instead of at your home. You get a bigger screen, the sound system is better, and when it comes to the Odyssey, I'm sure IMAX has its benefits too. For those of you who don't know, IMAX is a particular technology used to make movies and show movies. The IMAX film size is bigger than the standard 35mm film size. Apparently, it captures more information, but you have to use IMAX film, IMAX movie cameras, and IMAX projectors to get the IMAX experience. Why might the Odyssey benefit from using IMAX? Well, because the Odyssey is an epic. The story involves Greek god characters from mythology. Because the events in the film and the characters that you see are supposed to be larger than life, it sort of makes sense if you're watching the story on a big screen. And come to think of it, Christopher Nolan's movies are usually about epic stories, epic characters, and epic struggles. And maybe that's why Nolan encourages people to attend the cinema. Because with a big screen, the characters that you see are physically larger than you and they overshadow you, which makes the characters seem more important to you. Whereas if you're watching a movie at home on your laptop or on a tablet, then each character is the size of your palm and they don't look too magnificent or epic, do they? And I have no hate for Christopher Nolan. I like his movies and I will watch The Odyssey one day. Just not at the cinema and not by spending my own money. But the thing is, we can't just consume epic stories. The world isn't just made up of epic struggles and epic people. We have to honor the common person, the downtrodden person, the marginalized communities, and the generic struggles we all go through every day. And that's partly why we consume YouTube videos and vlogs, I guess. So if you're gonna spend your money supporting established creators who are using big, expensive tools, maybe also consider supporting small-scale creators, whether that's a YouTuber with 31 subscribers or someone busking on the street with a guitar.